Welcome to the Newport Performing Arts Theater. Here are some important safety reminders before we begin this event. Please take time to familiarize yourself with the locations of the emergency exits in this venue. Emergency exits are usually at or near the corners and are clearly marked by lighted signs. Please take note of the staff present in this venue. They're usually the ones in uniform and they are ready to assist you anytime. In the event of an emergency, the most important thing to remember is don't panic. Stay calm, be alert, and always think clearly of the steps you have to take in case of fire, earthquake, or any other emergency. Once it is declared safe to do so, proceed in a calm and orderly manner towards the nearest exit. Keep noise to a minimum and do not use the elevators. Remember, in case of an emergency, stay calm, be alert, think clearly, listen and follow proper safety procedures. Thank you and have a thrilling time.
Are you ready to see your future school? My name is Ken. I'm a fourth-year accountancy student here in iACADEMY. Gusto mo ba dalawin ang school? Tara na! Welcome to iACADEMY Nexus Campus. Our lobby is the first thing you'll see when you come into our school. Here, this is where our creativity and collaboration begin.
Hello, Game Changers! Over here on our right wing, we have our Tech Hive. Here you can sign and borrow all the things you need for your photo and video projects.
Here is our new Game Hive. In this gaming lobby, you can take a rest or play with your friends. We have video games featuring NBA, Tekken, and Mortal Kombat. We have games made by our very own game development student.
Hi, I'm Nathan. I'm a first-year game development student. Let's go check out the cafeteria. So here on the 5th floor of iACADEMY is the school's cafeteria, where you can eat, study, or hang out with friends while being surrounded by vibrant murals that inspire creativity.
Hi, Game Changers! I'm Dominic Sonza from Fashion Design and Technology. Step into our sewing room where fashion ideas come to life.
Hello, Game Changers! I am Kay from Multimedia Art. For photographers, filmmakers, and content creators, the green room is the spot for you. This is where your imagination can set the scene of your dream.
If you are an aspiring music producer and sound designer, then the music room is your playground. With the latest equipment, it's the perfect place to express your musicality.
Our Lightbox room is dedicated to the art of traditional animation. Here, students use light tables to create frame-by-frame animation, mastering the essential techniques of it.
This is our Mac Lab. Here, you can create stunning visuals, develop websites, and up your graphic design game.
In our Cintiq Lab, digital artists can transform their most imaginative ideas into tangible creation. With industry-standard drawing tablets, you can enjoy exploring digital art and animation.
Do you love sports or fitness? Our gym features a running track and a FIBA-approved basketball court, which offers a great venue for friendly athletic competition. Aside from basketball, you can also play volleyball and badminton.
Discover our library on the upper penthouse floor, a vibrant center for knowledge and inspiration. Beyond books, it's a space for innovative thinking, research, and collaborative projects.
And that ends our visual campus tour. Ang cool enough, we hope to see you here in our home, your future home, iACADEMY, where game changing begins.
This isn't just about likes. This is about building an empire.
At iACADEMY, we're not teaching business as usual. We're shaping digital visionaries.
I turned my passion into a legit career.
From content to commerce, from clicks to career. Bachelor of Science in Digital Media Management. What happens when creativity meets capability? At iACADEMY, we believe that imagination is just the beginning. We cultivate the skills that transform creative visions into tangible realities.
I always believe that passion should never be limited to gender and its role, because passion has always been an expression.
We teach students to bring sound to life, where every note tells a story.
I am Engineer Enrico Manalansan III, real estate broker, real estate appraiser.
With each project, each challenge, and each success, our students become the leaders of tomorrow.
I like iACADEMY kasi they support me in my journey on becoming an artist.
Our graduates are proof that when creativity meets capability, the possibilities are endless.
Hi! Welcome to iACADEMY Cebu!
At iACADEMY, we don't just teach, we empower. Because creativity needs capability
To change the game.
Of course, iACADEMY introduced me and taught me the foundations that I needed.
Be successful here in the industry. I think they molded me into the person who I am today. Ang iACADEMY taught me a lot of things that I didn't know that I could do.
They made me realize that I matter.
23 years of innovation, 23 years of game-changing education. This is the story of iACADEMY.
Plastic bars wanna copy my steel. Copy my steel. Face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real. Ain't no cap, I'm real. Plastic bars wanna copy my steel. Got my heart, no.
In 2002, iACADEMY was founded with one mission: to reinvent education and prepare students for the industries of the future.
By 2009, iACADEMY became the Philippines' first Wacom authorized training partner and the first IBM Center of Excellence in ASEAN. A few years later, we partnered with Project Runway Philippines, setting the stage for creative excellence.
In 2011, we collaborated with Weather Philippines to develop real-time weather updates, a testament to our drive for tech-driven solutions.
In 2014, we introduced a tradition like no other: splashing students with water using a fire truck during our student orientation and registration event. This tradition celebrates the start of an exciting journey at iACADEMY.
From hosting the very first Battle League, a 24-hour gaming marathon, to our iACADEMY TEDx event, and launching our specialized senior high school programs, we continuously redefine what education could be.
We built iACADEMY Nexus, a state-of-the-art campus that became a Unity certified partner and forged groundbreaking partnerships with the Department of Tourism, Amazon Web Services, and PwC.
In the face of challenges, we created the Maze Physical Distancing app, implemented Alibaba's GDP program, and won the Global Brand Award as the most innovative education partner. Our Drive Homeschool program and our unique learning framework game cemented iACADEMY as a leader in progressive education.
With the establishment of iACADEMY Cebu and partnerships like Netflix's indigenous film lab, we expanded our influence while keeping our standards high.
In 2024, we rank as the top performing school in real estate management licensure examination.
And we are the champions in Huawei ICT Competition Global Grand Finals.
For 23 years, iACADEMY has been at the forefront of tech and design education. We're not just preparing students for the future, we're shaping it. Here's to 23 years of pushing boundaries, breaking borders, and going beyond better.
Thank you, iACADEMY, for changing the game. I'm a game changer. Here at iACADEMY is where game changing begins. And I'm a game changer.
Together with iACADEMY, changing the game.
I want to be a game changer because I want to change the game.
With iACADEMY, changing the game.
With iACADEMY and changing the game.
iACADEMY, we're changing the game.
Thank you for watching Game Changers.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. We are about to start iACADEMY's 20th Commencement Exercises. To maintain the solemnity of the ceremony, may we request all guests to please keep your mobile phones on silent mode. May we also request the parents and guests to avoid using flash photography, as this may interfere with our official photographer's work and hence affect the quality of the graduation pictures taken. May I request everyone to please rise for the entrance of our graduating class of 2025 from the School of Computing, School of Business and Liberal Arts, and the School of Design and the Arts. welcome the faculty members and academic heads. Administrators, the guest of honor, the Board of Governor, the President and COO, Ms. Raquel Perez-Wong, and iACADEMY's Chairman of the Board and CEO, Dr. Vanessa El Tango. Please remain standing. May we call on Mr. Michael Anthony Albano and Ms. Maria Benilda Isabel Dominguez for the doxology.
Lead us to the place, guide us Sogna un mondo senza più violenza, un mondo di giustizia e speranza, ognuno dia mano vicino, simbolo di pace, di fraternità. La forza che ci dà. We ask that life be kind. Il desiderio che and watch us from above. Ognuno trovi amore. We hope it's so well found. Intorno dentro sé. Another soul to love. Let this be our prayer. Let this be our prayer. Just like every child. Just like every child. Need to find a place. Guide us with your grace. Give us faith so we'll be saved. E la fede che hai acceso in noi. Sento che ci
Let us all remain standing for the entrance of colors. Ladies and gentlemen, the Philippine National Anthem.
Sinamanan, alam ng puso, sa lupit mo'y buhay. Lupang inilang, di ka nang magiting, sa manlulupi, di ka pagsisipin, sa dagat at pulog, susimulan, sa langit o mulaw, may dinagang tula at dawit sa panayang minamahal, ang kisap ng matawag, may tapong, may nananay ninyo, ang bituin na daraw at walang
Mr. Ryan Cesar Lorente Itang, candidate for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer Science with specialization in software engineering, will deliver the welcome address on behalf of the graduating batch.
I would like to acknowledge the Chairman of the Board and CEO, Dr. Vanessa Tanco, Board of Governor, Mr. Eusebio Tanco, Board of Governor and guest speaker, Justice Antonio Carpio, President and COO, Ms. Raquel Perez Wong, Head of Academic Affairs, Ms. Dr. Gian Alcantara, administrators, faculty and staff, beloved families, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025. Good afternoon. Today feels surreal. Do you guys remember what first year was like? I picture two things: online pandemic and online classes. I remember myself staring at the grid on the names of a screen, trying to make sure my camera was off since I just woke up 5 minutes ago, and wondering if I'll ever actually meet my classmates in person. If you had told me back then that I would be standing on this stage today, I would have laughed. The last couple of years were nothing like we expected or hoped them to be. College honestly had to take the back burner during such times. In the face of profound uncertainty, the weight of a late submission simply lost its gravity. I imagine many of you feel the same. We all walked into iACADEMY with a set of expectations, a plan, and a vision of what the next 4 years would be. But as we've learned, the most defining moments are often the ones we never planned for. For me, that turning point arrived in my 3rd year. One of our professors at that time, Sir Jason, and our then Dean, Kiko, introduced our class to the 8th Huawei ICT competition. At first, it seemed intimidating, competing against students from universities across the country, tackling complex scenarios that pushed the boundaries of what we learned in class. My friends and I joined, thinking it would be a good experience, maybe something to add to our resumes. We didn't have grand expectations. We just wanted to do our best and hopefully not embarrass ourselves. The preparation was intense. Hours spent in labs, debugging configurations, learning technologies we'd never touched before. There were moments when we questioned if we were good enough, if we belonged in the same room as these other brilliant schools. But then, something incredible happened. We won the national finals. I remember the disbelief, looking through the results multiple times, wondering how we beaten all the school we've looked up to for all this time. Then came the regional finals in Indonesia. Suddenly, we weren't just representing our school. We were representing our country. The pressure was different, heavier. We were surrounded by the best students from across Southeast Asia, each team hungry for victory. But we pushed through our nerves, leaned on everything our professors had taught us, and somehow we prevailed again. And just like that, we were on the global finals in China, standing victorious, representing not just iACADEMY, but the Philippines in the world stage. It was a moment of pure, electrifying disbelief. It was a whirlwind of new countries, new cultures, brilliant, like-minded people from all over the globe, and the overwhelming realization that we were capable of so much more than we'd ever imagined. When the opportunity came again on our 4th year, I hesitated. This time, the stakes felt higher. Thesis deadlines were approaching, internships were calling, and the fear of not being able to repeat that success was looming over me. What if lightning doesn't strike twice? What if the first victory was just a fluke? It felt like too big of a risk. But with the support of a new team, equally determined, equally passionate, and what I learned from the year before, we did it. We pushed forward. The second journey was different. We carried the weight of expectation from our previous year, a pressure of a streak to maintain. But we also carried experience, confidence, and the knowledge that we belonged on the stage. And somehow, we did it again. We kept the streak alive, and we were able to place our flag on the same spot for the second time. Looking back, I realized I haven't just been a student. I've been an explorer, pushed beyond the boundaries of my own expectation. But my story isn't unique in its spirit. Every single one of you has your own version of this story. For some, it was finally nailing that impossible piece of code after days of frustration. Or for our game development students, it was creating that level, that character, that entire world that players would lose themselves in. For others, it was pouring your soul into a film or a design plate that you weren't sure anyone would understand. It was launching that first business proposal or simply finding the courage to speak up in class when you felt invisible. It was that moment you decided to risk going a little further than you thought you could. As the poet T.S. Eliot wrote, only those who will risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. Class of 2025, our entire journey here has been about discovering just how far we can go. Of course, we never took this risk alone. We stand here today on a foundation of unwavering support. To iACADEMY, thank you for being more than just a school. Thank you for being a launchpad of our ambitions, for creating an environment that encourages us to be game changers and to challenge the unconventional. Thank you for believing that a student from this institution could stand on a global stage and compete with the world's best. To everyone at iACADEMY's, the administrators, the staff, the faculty, all the ates and kuyas, and to the seniors from whom I learned invaluable life lessons, for all your hard work and support. You created an environment where dreams felt achievable, where impossible was just another word for not yet attempted. It goes a long way in giving students the educational experience they deserve. To the rockstar professors and mentors of software engineering who navigated the challenges and pandemic alongside us, Dean Mitch, Dean Kiko, Sir Benz, Sir Jason, and everyone else. If you're here with us, please hit the raise hand button and type 1 if you accept our appreciation and gratitude. Thank you for being our guides, our critics, and our biggest advocates. You guided us through the maze of complex algorithms, showed incredible patience with our infinite loops and forgotten semicolons, and taught us that debugging isn't just about fixing code, it's about building resilience. More than anything, you saw future developers, architects, and innovators in us, even when all we saw was a screen full of error messages. We will surely miss your passion in this classroom, a passion so strong that those quick 5-minute hallway conversations always turned into 20. A passion so infectious, we sometimes have to remind you, sir, break time na po, and trying to catch up with our brains during those moments. But above all, thank you for helping us fall in love even more with our course. To my teammates, my friends, my thesis mates, and to all our classmates, we made it. Through every late night study session fueled by caffeine and determination, every shared panic over a deadline that seemed impossible to meet, every group project where we learned that collaboration is both an art and a survival skill, and every moment of celebration where we realized we'd actually pulled it off. We were in it together. Thank you for being the community that made the impossible feel achievable. And to our beloved families, guardians, and loved ones, especially to my parents, titos and titas watching from here on the audience and on the other side of the world, you are our silent partners in every success. Your belief in us was the safety that allowed us to take these leaps of faith. You supported us through the uncertainty of online learning, through the stress of deadlines, especially when the Neo notification starts to chime, and through moments when we doubted ourselves. Your sacrifices and encouragement are the reasons we are here today. This achievement is much as yours as it is ours. Fellow graduates, please join me in giving them a heartfelt round of applause. Most importantly, I want to thank the Lord our God for being the guiding light that was always with us throughout this journey, for the strength during those sleepless nights, for the clarity when challenges seemed insurmountable, and for putting us exactly where we needed to be. In moments of doubt, it was faith that carried us forward. Thank you for the grace and faith that brought us to where we are today. And now, we stand on the edge of a new vast frontier, the real world. It's daunting, isn't it? The future is uncertain, much like when we logged on for online classes 4 years ago, or when I first clicked submit for that competition. But we were not the same people as we were back then. We have been tested by global pandemics, by technological disruptions, by personal challenges that force us to grow in ways we never expected. We have grown and we have proven ourselves to be capable of navigating the unknown. Our vision on moving forward shouldn't just be about building successful careers. It should be about defining what success even means in this rapidly changing world. As game changers, our challenge is not just to innovate, but to innovate with purpose. Because the world does not merely need your brilliance, it needs your benevolence. It needs your courage to choose kindness when cynicism is easier, to choose collaboration when competition is louder, and to choose hope when despair is seductive. It means building technology that is inclusive, not exclusive. It means creating media that tells honest stories, that represents all voices and not just the loudest ones. It means designing systems that serve humanity and not just the bottom line. The skills you learned here, the technical expertise, the creative vision, the business acumen, these are your tools. But how you use them, that's your legacy. Will you build bridges or walls? Will you amplify voices or silence them? Will you solve problems or create them? These are the questions that define not just your careers, but also your character. So let us carry this spirit with us. Let's continue to ask, how far can I go? And have the courage to find out. Let's remember that every expert was once a beginner. Every champion was once a competitor who refused to give up. And every game changer was once just a student with a dream and audacity to pursue it. But for today, this is it. This is where we celebrate how far we've come. This is where we honor the journey that brought us here and the journey that lies ahead. Congratulations, class of 2025. And to everyone here, welcome to iACADEMY's 20th Commencement Exercises.
Thank you, Mr. Ryan Cesar L. Itang. Our guest of honor will be introduced by iACADEMY's Board of Governor, Mr. Eusebio H. Tanco.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor that I introduce our esteemed commencement speaker for iACADEMY's 20th Commencement Exercises, a man whose life and legacy embody the pursuit of justice, truth, and national sovereignty. Born in Davao City, our commencement speaker is one of the most respected legal minds in the Philippines. He was appointed to the Supreme Court in 2001 and served with distinction for 18 years, retiring in 2019 as the most senior Associate Justice. In a feat few can match, he concluded his judicial service with a zero-case backlog, a powerful testament to his discipline, work ethic, and integrity. He earned his undergraduate degree in economics from the Ateneo de Manila University in 1970. That's where, I'm very, very proud to say, where we were classmates. I was an economic graduate along with him in Ateneo in the year 1970. He later obtained his law degree from the College of Law of the University of the Philippines, graduating valedictorian and cum laude in 1975. Whereas yours truly pursued my economic course in Masters at the London School of Economics, but not as a valedictorian nor a cum laude. Following his graduation from law school, he entered private legal practice and founded a law firm called Carpio Villarasa and Cruz Law Firm. From 1983 to 1992, he served as a professorial lecturer at the University of the Philippine College of Law. In 1992, he was appointed Chief Presidential Legal Counsel with cabinet rank under the office of the President of the Philippines. In recognition of his distinguished and exemplary service to the Republic, he was awarded the Presidential Medal of Merit in 1998 by then-President Fidel Ramos. He has also been conferred the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, by Ateneo de Davao University in 2009, the University of the Philippines in 2020, and the Ateneo de Manila University in 2021. He has consistently delivered lectures across the country, raising awareness and advocating for the protection of the Philippines' sovereign rights. In 2015, the Department of Foreign Affairs sponsored a global lecture tour for him to present the Philippine maritime sovereignty. Throughout the tour, he delivered lectures before the leading policy institution and academic forum in 30 cities across 17 countries, effectively bringing international attention to the country's legal stance and maritime entitlement under international law. While serving in the Supreme Court, he also held the position of Chair of the Court's Second Division and Chair of the Senate Electoral Tribunal. Today, we're not only welcoming a legal luminary, but a Filipino whose life's work reflects courage, vision, and an unshakable belief in the rule of law and the Filipino spirit. It is with great pride and most profound respect that we welcome our commencement speaker, my friend, my classmate, the Honorable Antonio T. Carpio, former Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of the Philippines. Please join me in giving him a warm round of applause.
Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you, Yossi, for that very kind introduction. Yossi and I were not only classmates, we were also seatmates belonging to class 1970 of Ateneo. And Yossi is the most successful businessman in our class. Chairperson and CEO, Dr. Vanessa L. Tanco, President and COO, Ms. Raquel Perez Wong, the Board of Governors, officials, and faculty of iACADEMY, the 2025 graduates, parents, and loved ones of the graduates, friends, good afternoon to everyone. Thank you for inviting me to address the graduates of 2025. Let me congratulate the graduates for this significant milestone in your life earned through your long hours of study. Let me also congratulate your parents, elders, and loved ones whose sacrifice, financial, and moral support allowed you to reach this milestone. And let me commend your mentors who taught and guided you patiently and with dedication all these years. As you leave the academe, diploma in hand, how should you face the world? A world of possibilities, successes, and failures. Let me offer some advice to guide you. First, you should be brave enough to do something new as long as it is useful, workable, and scalable without reinventing the wheel. Almost 25 years ago, when I joined the Supreme Court, I established the first electronic web-based full-text searchable library in the Philippines and one of the first in Asia. It was extremely useful for judges and lawyers because wherever you are in the world, you just type a word or a phrase, and all the decisions of the Supreme Court and all the laws of the Philippines since 1901 containing that word or phrase would appear on your computer screen. What used to take dozens of hours to search through volumes of books would now take only a few seconds. I knew that this electronic library was workable because I had previously installed a full-text searchable library of all Philippine laws and jurisprudence in my own personal laptop when I was still in private practice. What I did was to make it scalable, available to all judges nationwide through the web. The web-based search engine I used was purchased online at less than $2,000 US. I did not have to reinvent the wheel. At that time, there was a government agency that tried to develop from scratch a search engine for an online library, but gave up after spending over 100 million pesos. The Supreme Court e-library has been open to the public for free since 2019. Law students in the provinces are as updated on the law and jurisprudence as law students in law schools in Metro Manila. This democratizes access to legal materials to law students of all income groups across the country. And since one should continue to innovate, I am now installing an artificial intelligence on top of a basic search engine. But this is still a work in progress since you have to train the AI thoroughly to avoid rogue answers. In short, if you want to develop a new business or a new product, think of something new in the market that is useful, workable, and scalable without reinventing the wheel, and continue to improve on it over time. My second advice is, when you communicate, see to it that you are well understood. I have lectured all over the world on the West Philippine Sea. I could see that my audience understood me, understood what I was saying. It was not always like that. My first lecture, an hour long on the West Philippine Sea, was almost a disaster because I was reading an entirely written speech with no illustrations, no pictures, and no videos. I consulted an expert on communications and explained to me that 90% of what people understand and remember are from pictures, illustrations, and videos. People understand and remember only 10% of what they hear from a speech when the topic is unfamiliar to them. So I asked a young techie guy to convert my lecture into a PowerPoint presentation, complete with illustrations, pictures, and even videos. The audience loved it. I later sent this young techie guy as a full scholar to a great school, the iACADEMY, where he graduated magna cum laude in multimedia arts. This iACADEMY graduate continues to work for me today. So the takeaway is, hire your next IT personnel from iACADEMY, preferably from the class of 2025. My third advice is you should think and act global. The whole world is your market and audience, not only the Philippines. I used to lecture face-to-face on the West Philippine Sea throughout the country, at most twice a week with an audience of about 300 people on the average every lecture, reaching about 1,200 people a month. When COVID struck the Philippines in 2020, I of course stopped all face-to-face lectures. But I decided to upload my PowerPoint lecture to YouTube. And to my pleasant surprise, I was getting, in the first few months, about 5,000 views a day on my 1 hour and 20 minutes PowerPoint lecture. So even as I slept at night, people all over the world were still listening to my lecture. Today, I have over 1,400,000 views from all over the world. The lesson is, when we communicate today, our audience and market is not only the Philippines, but the whole world. So you must communicate today with the whole world in mind as your audience and market. My fourth advice to you is to dream big and to be bold, provided you have done your research thoroughly. When I recommended to the Philippine government to sue China before an UNCLOS tribunal over the West Philippine Sea dispute, many thought it was foolish to fight a nuclear-armed state with the largest navy and the second largest economy in the world. But the field of battle was not the high seas of the South China Sea, but a courtroom at The Hague. The arbitral tribunal would decide the dispute solely on the basis of the facts and the law. And I had done a thorough research on the history of the South China Sea and on the law of the sea. I was confident that there was no way the Philippines could lose, as there was no way that China could win. So do not be afraid to dream big and to be bold, provided you have done your research thoroughly. Finally, my last advice is, in everything you do, always do what is right. Tell the truth and do your best. Doing what is right gives you the moral high ground. Telling the truth gives you peace of mind. And doing your best means you will have no regrets. So congratulations again to the class of 2025. Godspeed to all of you.
Thank you very much to our guest of honor for those inspiring words for our candidates. At this point, may I request Dr. Vanessa El Tanco, Chairman and CEO, and Ms. Raquel Perez Wong, President and COO, to award the plaque of appreciation to our guest of honor and commencement speaker. Let's all give them a warm round of applause. The plaque reads, iACADEMY, on the occasion of its 20th Commencement Exercises, proudly presents this plaque of appreciation to Honorable Justice Antonio T. Carpio for his meaningful and valued participation given in the Commencement Exercises as guest of honor and speaker, given this 9th day of August 2025 at the Newport Performing Arts Theater, Pasay City. Signed, Raquel Perez-Wong, President and COO, Dr. Vanessa L. Tanco, Chairman and CEO. Once again, thank you very much, Honorable Justice Antonio T. Carpio. The head of academics, Dr. Giancarlo Alcantara, will now present the candidates for graduation to the President and COO.
The candidates for graduation for the following degrees, please rise as you are called. From the School of Computing, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science with specialization in Software Engineering. Bachelor of Science in Computer Science with specialization in Cloud Computing. Bachelor of Science in Computer Science with specialization in Data Science. Bachelor of Science in Entertainment and Multimedia Computing with specialization in Game Development. Bachelor of Science in Information Technology with specialization in Web Development. From the School of Business and Liberal Arts, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Marketing Management. Bachelor of Science in Real Estate Management. Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Bachelor of Science in Accountancy. From the School of Design and the Arts, Bachelor of Science in Animation. Bachelor of Arts in Multimedia Arts and Design. Bachelor of Arts in Fashion Design and Technology. Bachelor of Arts in Film and Visual Effects. Bachelor of Arts in Music Production and Sound Design. Madam President, I have the honor of presenting to you the candidates for the academic degrees for the School of Computing, School of Business and Liberal Arts, and the School of Design and the Arts. Since all the candidates have fulfilled all the requirements of their courses, we request you to accept and admit them to the degrees which they have merited.
By virtue of the authority vested in iACADEMY by the Commission on Higher Education of the Republic of the Philippines, I accept the candidates presented for their degrees and do hereby admit them to the said degrees with the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto. Congratulations.
Candidates, you may now move your tassels from left to right. Congratulations, you may now take your seats. Students who show particular distinction in college are afforded the opportunity of graduating with either or both Latin honors and special merit awards. A student may receive graduation merits if they have met the minimum general weighted average requirement of 1.10 for summa cum laude, 1.30 for magna cum laude, and 1.50 for cum laude. iACADEMY President and COO Ms. Raquel Perez-Wong will present the diplomas together with the medals for academic honors and special awards. She will be assisted by our Head of Academics, Dr. Giancarlo Alcantara, and the AVP for Administration, Ms. Joanna Marie Caneo. We request the audience to please refrain from applauding until all the names of the graduates have been called. The Dean for the School of Computing, Dr. Jake Libed, will now present the candidates for graduation from the School of Computing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates from the School of Computing, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science with specialization in Software Engineering. Agomaa Robert Morelos, cum laude. Alcantara Jose Noel Santos. Aliwalas Alexia Janine Dandan, Loyalty Award. Alvarez Sofia Isabel Zamora, Loyalty Award. Alviedo Pacholo Miguel Luje. Amador Janmico Montilla, Best Thesis for Software Engineering. Amponin Shin Gabriel Larios. Varela Nicolas Monserrate, magna cum laude. Leones Mary Grace Laran, magna cum laude, Outstanding Internship Award. Casio Antoine Vergil Ariola, Best Thesis for Software Engineering. Cayetano Sebastian Allen Di Masana. Chua Manuel Victorio Roa, Best Thesis for Software Engineering. Tubelo Kyle Krisha Galindez, magna cum laude. De los Trinos Ezequiel de Lemos, cum laude. Domingo Ives Rafael Shatko. Espina Earl Christian O'Connor. Esteban Francis Luis Lunas, Loyalty Award. Hale Jacques Elmer. Itang Ryan Cesar Lorente, Summa Cum Laude, Loyalty Award. Lasso Nathaniel Andre Di Castro. Magallanes Nicole Castañaday, Magna Cum Laude, Outstanding Internship Award, Loyalty Award. Mata Joshua Jeremiah Butuyan. Mauricio Clarence Angelo Taguba, Magna Cum Laude. Passion Nicos Ladera, Summa Cum Laude, Outstanding Leadership Award, Outstanding Internship Award. Pastor Cristel Angela Ahilon, Magna Cum Laude. Perez Rin Gail Gulanes. Poblador Elizabeth Ann de Guzman, Loyalty Award. Quintela Aaron Mark Luyon, Loyalty Award. Reyes Mark Hoven Ribaya, Magna Cum Laude, Loyalty Award. Rivera Rainer Osbert de Mesa, Loyalty Award. Sidu Ranjit Kent Pagayon. Simbahon Edgar Harold Aliangan, Loyalty Award. Tolentino Johans David Navarro, Magna Cum Laude, Outstanding Internship Award, Best Thesis for Software Engineering. Ulanday Emmanuel Pami, Loyalty Award. Umali Justine Benedict Tumagday, Magna Cum Laude, Loyalty Award. Villafuerte Christian Joseph Nate. Bachelor of Science in Computer Science with specialization in Cloud Computing, Alquesor Charles Andrew Abad. Guzman Aaron James de Jesus, Loyalty Award. Tolentino Miguel Aizan Reyes, Loyalty Award. Villanueva Joaquin Rafael Ruta, Magna Cum Laude. Bachelor of Science in Computer Science with specialization in Data Science, Año Nuevo Hannah Mariel Lacerna, magna cum laude, Loyalty Award. Fabila Kyle Lemin, Loyalty Award. Miro Crisel Jane Apolinar, magna cum laude. Bachelor of Science in Entertainment and Multimedia Computing with specialization in Game Development. Agkawili Jans Rafael Del Rosario, Best Thesis for Game Development, 3D Capstone Project. Almirol Carl David Bilguera, cum laude, Best Thesis for Game Development, 3D Capstone Project, Loyalty Award. Bahamunde Renzo Ferrer. Balubayan Mary France Villanueva. Guedo Naxon Eri Arban. Carlos Tinesca Mamarti Morales. Chu Lance Anthony Go, Best Thesis for Game Development, 3D Capstone Project, Loyalty Award. Dimagila Arman Joseph Esquivel. Estejo Aaron Maximus Yogi, cum laude, Best Thesis for Game Development, 3D Capstone Project, Loyalty Award. Garcia Anthony Joseph Toral. Gonsalves Isaac Adrian Crispino. Ilagan Catherine May Eusebio. Gis de Ortega Keno Luciñada, Loyalty Award. Manice Lyra Angelica Kabatan, Best Thesis for Game Development, 2D Capstone Project. Mangine Carl Cel Faustino, magna cum laude, Loyalty Award. Naldo Alay Satiel, Best Thesis for Game Development, 2D Capstone Project. Nuestro Hari Christian Roca, magna cum laude, Loyalty Award. Olsem Niño Carlitos Pajo, Best Thesis for Game Development, 2D Capstone Project. Ong Adam Christopher Chu, cum laude. Ripari Prehino Gerald Tenko, cum laude. Salenga John Michael Hernandez, cum laude, Loyalty Award. Tampipeg Michael Julius Atienza. Tan Von Gabriel Santiago. Ripari Prihino Gerard Tenko, cum laude. Salenga John Michael Hernandez, cum laude, Loyalty Award. Uy Asher Jansel Tampis. Uy Justin Christopher Peralta. Magna cum laude, Best Thesis for Game Development to the Capstone Project. Valenzuela Patrick Jose Bello, Loyalty Award. Tan Von Gabriel Santiago. Bachelor of Science in Information Technology with specialization in web development. Alberca Julia Nicole Rosales, Best Thesis for Web Development, Loyalty Award. Almirol Kyle David Bulguera, Loyalty Award. Ang Kaiser Baga. Chu Santos Manuel Buenavides. Kua Angelica Kwai, magna cum laude, Best Thesis for Web Development, Loyalty Award with second specialization in Multimedia Arts. Grumal Risa Nicole Raimundo, Loyalty Award. Quintana Jason Brian Santa Maria, Loyalty Award. Sapungan Wenzel Mark Robles. Soriano Brian Santa Cruz, cum laude, Best Thesis for Web Development, Loyalty Award. Villalon John Andre Arambullo, Best Thesis for Web Development. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor in presenting to you the graduates of the class of 2025 from the School of Computing.
Congratulations, School of Computing Batch 2025. The Dean for the School of Business and Liberal Arts, Dr. John D. Padua, will now present the candidates for graduation from the School of Business and Liberal Arts.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates from the School of Business and Liberal Arts. Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Marketing Management. Almazar Jana Marie Barrios, Loyalty Award. Calderon Arlene Di Mayuga. Clariza Claire Ann Catan. Coro Zachary David Padolina. Cobelio K. Camille Galindez, cum laude. Rex Sean Henry III Manuel. Salvador Micol Llegado, Loyalty Award. Trias Jana Marie de la Cruz. Villanueva Joseph Matthew Rubio. Vitiaco Andre Paulo Huab, Cum Laude Loyalty Award. Bachelor of Science in Real Estate Management. Abordo Richard Agaran. Aloya Fresnido Bridget Nicdao. Alzona Gerard Ernest Mata. Andal Daisy Alayon. Andalio Rudolph Soliman Villanueva. Aquino Lichelle Pascual. Azucena Teresa Rachel Vellas. Barte Nika Palambiano. Carado Villa Venecia Aranas. Karandang Timothy Roy Silva. Karonan Dan Michael Ang. Chan Aljilin Ching. Chua Irene Melody Liwag. Chua Julienne Bianca Tioco. Ko Celine Persiva. Ko Daniel Kristen Yap. Cruz Jerome Ezekiel de Borja. Cruz Maria Angela Monteramos. Cruz Mark Angelo Abaya. De Jesus Mark Gerard Figueroa. De Leon Patricia Antoinette Vergel de Dios. De los Reyes John Loven Mark Kabungay. De la Torre Cheryl Tew. Diano Loren Luis Sales. Diente Raymond Tabat. Estrada Angeline Buena. Fernandez Maria Isabel Maño. Florido Annalene Fontanilla. Gaite Franco Martin Camus. Gatdula Maricris Bulaong. Glindro Michael Philip Luis Ambrad. Gomez Raven Valenzuela. Jeremias Nico Huaquico. Him Grace Joyce Baldos. Ko Paul Anthony Targa. Lanyosa Justin Timotei Valencia. Laurel Selena Ana Magad. Laurelia Samantha Marie Dizon. Locson Annalisa Villalon. Madlangbayan John Carlo Mel Magno. Marcos Sarah Jane Yu. Mendoza Carl Andre Renz Paraiso. Molmisa Monica Sheena Sagad, 7th placer in the Real Estate Appraiser's Licensure examination held in July 2025. Monteron Justin Albert Carlos. Moreno Luis Gabriel Madayao. Morente Isep Maria Angelica Endaya. Nang Lawrence Andrew Yu. Pasis Lauren Angela Cabato. Pamintuan Loreline Araya. Peña Johnny Patricia Nopia. Regner Kevin Dale Poblete. Reyes Marvin Serio Leodones. Rodis Carol Rizel Panuelos. Subier Alexandre Calleja. Schneiderit Mary Ju Nardo. Sevilla Juan Miguel Santos. Sim Zen Moneda. Soria Zeth Michael Oba. Santa Maria Christian Marie Monsanto. C. Elroy Sean Young. C. Nelly Cole. Sisip Alexander Sergio Barrera. Takida Junji Magistrado. Tan Leslie Stephen Teo. Tantoko Camille Marie Yu. Pianero Giovanni Ibanez. Tiotanco Michelle Cervantes. Villanueva Feliciano Abuso. Wee Angeli Chong. Yap Theodora Foronda. Imata Jenny Ferreras. Zanirato Luciano James Jr. Son. Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Calagio Heinz Bernard Espinoza Loyalty Award. Peñaga Edsel Juliana, Best Thesis for Psychology, Loyalty Award. Rondina Deo Christian Gabay. Bachelor of Science in Accountancy, Alberto Julian Mangligot. Balatbat Adrian Jerica Pastelero. Balogo James Sabio. Palpe Glenis Estrella. Daily Maria Joan Alparaque. De Guzman Mark Anderson, magna cum laude, Best Thesis for Accountancy, Loyalty Award. Duque Maria Katrina Carrion. Gata Miguel Belandres. Llagas James Peter Castillo. Magbojos John Kenneth Garcia, Loyalty Award. Milagrito Denise Estanislao. Vergel de Dios Lance Alexander Casaco. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor in presenting to you the graduates of the class of 2025 from the School of Business and Liberal Arts.
Thank you, Dean JV, and congratulations to the School of Business and Liberal Arts Batch 2025. The Dean for the School of Design and the Arts, Mr. Hamil Buigo, will now present the candidates for graduation from the School of Design and the Arts.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates from the School of the Design and the Arts. Abrigo, Maika Emily Plaza. Aguirre, Dana Angela Andrada, magna cum laude, Loyalty Award. Albes, Lemor Zachary Abarquez. Amador, Jemima Marie Montilla. Aranza, Trisha Micaela Tan. Badiola, Julienne Clarice Evangelista, Loyalty Award. Balangkit, Jobins Mark Socorro. Balmores, Glenn Marco Pascua, Loyalty Award. Barbosa, R.B. Claire Perez. Batay, Kiel Alexander Daliling. Bautista, Julia Martina Trinidad, Loyalty Award. Bimbo, Edric Denise Aranilla. Brugada, Kiana Mariel Francisco, Cum Laude, Loyalty Award. Cabello, Ina Marie Villarreal, Loyalty Award. Canonizado, Genesis Crisostomo. Cantillas, Gwyneth Faye Intong, Cum Laude. Capile, Ira Mabulak, Cum Laude. Carnduff, Sean Kinle Omake, Loyalty Award. Castillo, Andrea Rose Limhoco. Castillo, Ian Gabriel Nabor, Loyalty Award. Castro, Eldridge James Manantan, Magna Cum Laude, Loyalty Award. Katibayan, Ramuel Paulo Cardiel. Choi, Mariel Encarnacion. Chua, Kobe Benedict Lata, Loyalty Award. Chua, Sofia Bianca Lagman, Best Thesis for 2D Animation. Cortez, Dan Aaron Paras, Cum Laude. Cortez, Juan Miguel Balsomo. Cruz, Kimberly Ann Cruz, Cum Laude. De Vera, Arwen Gillian Espirito, Cum Laude, Loyalty Award. De la Cruz, Joseph Aaron Caceres. Diaz, Julian Allison Malonzo, Magna Cum Laude, Loyalty Award. Dimapilis Ann Nicole Nunag, Cum Laude. Dizon, Mary Angel Adele Bautista, Magna Cum Laude. Doliendo, Aurelia Gracia Caguia, Magna Cum Laude, Loyalty Award. Doliente, Kyle Miguel Vito. Dominguez, Maria Benilda Isabel Navarro, Cum Laude. Echemane, Angelo Marzan. Encarnacion Sofia Sacha Ramos, Magna Cum Laude, Loyalty Award. Evangelista Eldrick Sean Karunungan. Famine Kurt Lexter Palomaria, Cum Laude. Fernandez Alisa Sofia Eterno, Loyalty Award. Fernando Nina Alia Velasco, magna cum laude. Ferrer Abigail Plantilla, Loyalty Award. Figuracion Lynn Ranoco. Florentino Kirsten Margaret Tan, magna cum laude, Loyalty Award. Formaran Charlize Corda, magna cum laude, Loyalty Award. Francisco Lian Kim Sierra. Fuentes Clagel Barrios, magna cum laude, Loyalty Award. Gatchalian Femila Richie Ignacio, cum laude. Garcia Jacqueline May Mungado, cum laude, Loyalty Award. Garcia Jose Joaquin Fernandez. Gintibano Alexis Bitog, Loyalty Award. Ginto Micaela Sanchez. Ignacio Crisel Ann Rogelio. Haraplasan Ruth Panya, Loyalty Award. Harumamay Alexander John Sombra. Pumakyo Meredith Beatriz Bayukan, cum laude, Outstanding Internship Awards. Lagman Ashley Claire Camhol, magna cum laude, Loyalty Award. Leyva Patricia Marie Lagos. Likayan Andrea Barizo, magna cum laude. Lianes Shane Ray Salinas, Loyalty Award. Lomigen Theo Vittorio Rich. Malabanan Carlo James Barquio. Malilin Maria Yonita Maliare, cum laude, Loyalty Award. Malubay Sofia Isabel Obusan, magna cum laude. Manalang George Benedict Briol, cum laude, Loyalty Award. Manaloto, Maria Isabella Patricia Pardo, magna cum laude, Best Thesis for 2D Animation, Loyalty Award. Mejia, Samantha Isabella Felix, magna cum laude. Vilesio, Maria Angela Taroja, Loyalty Award. Mendoza, Massimo Marley Godfrey Gorostiza. Moran, Carlsen Facundo. Mozada, Asha Luis, Loyalty Award. Nario, Angelo Julius Reyes, cum laude. Nartates, Avril, magna cum laude, Best Thesis for 2D Animation, Loyalty Award. Newcom, Wulin May Fernandez, cum laude, Loyalty Award. Pagorogon, Samantha Loie Kale, Baron. Palisok, Jose Angelo Reyes. Perez, Dwayne Kalel Cortez. Ramos, Abby Luisa Gardon, magna cum laude, Loyalty Award. Raposa, Adrian Joaquin Berbon, magna cum laude, Loyalty Award. Rivera, Carlos Angelo Dizon. Sagum, Kyle Riley Ibanez. Saligumba, Samuel Lorenzo Gabriel Brocal. Salvador, Rigel Kent Galino. Sanchez, Andre Shane Labo, cum laude, Loyalty Award. Santana, Bianca Abigail De Leon, magna cum laude. Santos, Penin Kairel Huyawan. Sarabosing, Rebecca Reyes, Loyalty Award. Serrano, Alisa Ann Nagit. Siguancia, Marianela de Guzman, Cum Laude, Loyalty Award. Solorin, Sean Artieda. C. Eunice Chua, magna cum laude. Timbang, Rodrigo Jaime Buena, Loyalty Award. Tolosa, John Ezequiel Romero. Tuazon, Joseph Kalel Marasigan, Loyalty Award. Uy, Kyle Nino Montero, Cum Laude, Loyalty Award with second specialization in game programming. Ventura Krista Irene Donaire, Loyalty Award. Villarino Darlene Angela Manyoska, Cum Laude. Vizcara, Princess Noemi Marquez, Cum Laude, Loyalty Award. Bachelor of Arts in Multimedia Arts and Design. Aguja Clyde Janelle Colico. Alayan Maryzel Joy Chu, Loyalty Award. Alzona Alain Micael Marcos. Anasin Angel Ina Sasis, Loyalty Award. Apolinario Madeline Altura, magna cum laude, Best Thesis for Multimedia Arts, Branding, and Advertising. Apule, Daryl Lawrence, Cum Laude, Loyalty Award. Aragon, Nicole Angelica Sulik. Aranzo, Kyra Camille Arduo, Summa Cum Laude, Loyalty Award. Arreglado, Bien Alice Valencia. Aspile, Joshua Jose Mercado, magna cum laude. Austria, Lance Angelo Cruz, magna cum laude. Avante, Deborah Grace Magbanwa, best thesis for multimedia arts, branding, and advertising. Badong, Xavier Jonathan Realino, best thesis for multimedia arts, branding, and advertising. Banogon, Red Victor Abordo, cum laude. Barquilla, Sherlene Mortalia, magna cum laude, Loyalty Award. Bernabe Rainier Dastin Tablizo. Vecino Gabriel Angelo Pagliarca, magna cum laude, best thesis for multimedia arts, short film. Blances Al Robert Abdon. Blas, Andrea Beatriz Calayan, cum laude. Bukaw, Angelo Mirth Baldusano, magna cum laude, Loyalty Award. Butial, Ira Isabel Orbita. Canonizado, Luke Alexander Macasero, Loyalty Award. Kapulong, Jerusel Christian Basada, Loyalty Award. Carpio, Jaime Fabio Zacaria Ignacio. Castañeda, Devon Erica de la Merced, Loyalty Award. Chico, Alfred Ray Santos, magna cum laude, Loyalty Award. Co, Dylan Justin Velasco, Loyalty Award. Confessor, Princess Anne Nervaez. Dario, Alfred Julius Cunanan. De Guzman, Joseph Linus. De la Cruz, Bethel John Hicole, Loyalty Award. De la Cruz, Sophia Ashley. Delphine, Brent Jude Garcia. Dogma, Charles Aaron Realiar, magna cum laude, Loyalty Award. Ebetur, Miguel Antonio Rosales, cum laude, Loyalty Award. Endaya, Sean Ariela Marie Bangcolita, Loyalty Award. Felipe, Jerica May Mariano, magna cum laude. Flores, Julia Kaya Tan, cum laude. Cortez, Ian Carlo Palenzuela, Loyalty Award. Gallardo, Charlize Lian Anastasio, Loyalty Award. Gonzalez, Mary Enia Guanzon, Magna Cum Laude, Loyalty Award. Gramaje, Cristana Angela Marcel, Magna Cum Laude. Hermano, Francine Marie Mojica, Magna Cum Laude, Loyalty Award. Hikban, Sofia Patricia Tacus, Best Thesis for Multimedia Arts, Documentary Film. Orlador, Julia Beatriz Castro, Magna Cum Laude, Loyalty Award. Fortaleza Richelle Timonera, Loyalty Award. Hung, Kurt Matthew Uy, Loyalty Award. Jacobson, Christine Marie Oyanib, Cum Laude, Loyalty Award. Hanolino, Tricia Villanueva, Magna Cum Laude. Avellana, Rowana Gaspar, Magna Cum Laude. Jose Justin Kyle Javier, Loyalty Award. Hoya Miles Nicanor Bautista, Magna Cum Laude, Loyalty Award. Ligaspi, Eliana Luis Carganilla, Magna Cum Laude, Loyalty Award. Lisondra Siv Salva, Best Thesis for Multimedia Arts, Short Film. Lou Tristan Louis Avila, Magna Cum Laude, Loyalty Award. Malabanan, Mark Angelo Solis, Cum Laude, Loyalty Award. Manalo, Aaron Gabriel Perry, Cum Laude, Best Thesis for Multimedia Arts Digital Illustration, Loyalty Award. Mandal, Dana Marie Abad. Mariano, Rafael Luis Miguel Sinlao. Mendoza, Catherine Ruth Katanghal, Cum Laude. Meniable, Aaron Ashley Clemente, Magna Cum Laude, Loyalty Award. Mercado, Cassandra Abigail Arevalo, summa cum laude, Loyalty Award. Napolitano Erica Shane De Chavez. Nolasco Vivian Gail Perez. Ocampo Aaron Josh Tubig, Loyalty Award. Ordoña Maria Charina Luspo. Ortiz Sandra. Paiso Diadema, magna cum laude, Best Thesis for Multimedia Arts Design and Direction, Loyalty Award. Palencia, Cassandra Christine Ferrer, magna cum laude. Pamintuan, Ziala Urel Santos, cum laude. Pangilinan, Hailey Ann Nicole Ondit, Loyalty Award. Paras, Lian Moira Mendoza, cum laude. Kiambao, Larissa Ron Blazado, Loyalty Award. Kines, Kendrick Romel Guitarte. Ragasa, Ferdinand Jr. Simpao. Ramos, Ian Virgil Reyes. Recto, Joshel Gutierrez, cum laude. Rios, Jasper Fernandez. Ripanep, Sean Raizel Lipa. Rivera, Rain Francis Chloe Balieser, magna cum laude, Outstanding Leadership Award, Outstanding Internship Award, Best Thesis for Multimedia Arts, Design and Direction, Loyalty Award. Roquero, Kimberly Cantoria, magna cum laude, Loyalty Award. Rui Vivar, Elaine Joy Gonzaga, Loyalty Award. Sakaluran, Nashima Rayoso, Best Thesis for Multimedia Arts Documentary Film. Salamida, Andre Joseph Cabalitat, magna cum laude, Outstanding Internship Award, Best Thesis for Multimedia Arts, Design and Direction, Loyalty Award. Salmorin, Maria Denise Tabarejos. San Luis, Maureen Kiana Lidesma, magna cum laude, Loyalty Award. Sanchez, Obed Boaz Manrique, Loyalty Award. Santiago, Jamie Lynn Sia, magna cum laude, Loyalty Award. Santillan, Catherine Ann Barcena, magna cum laude, Loyalty Award. Sapno, Gadiel Johan Mangalindan, cum laude, Loyalty Award. Seda, Alexis Samantha Luis Estadilla, Loyalty Award. Semania, Ana Camila Simbilio, Best Thesis for Multimedia Arts, Short Film. Sepe, Arvin Ashley Sakay. Servillon, Joseph Emmanuel Tam. So, Leia May Uy, cum laude, Loyalty Award. Subok, Justin Troy Bautista, magna cum laude, Best Thesis for Multimedia Arts Digital Illustration, Loyalty Award. Sunggayan, Kurt Alan Arshaga, magna cum laude, Loyalty Award. Tababan, Anika Grace Manalo, Loyalty Award. Talanya, Genevieve K, cum laude. Tambuong, Renyeza Andre Ornum, magna cum laude. Topacio, Robin Casey Juliana Gaffney. Umali, Binzel Alvarez, Loyalty Award. Villa del Rey, Mariel Antoinette Espejo, magna cum laude, Best Thesis for Multimedia Arts Documentary Film, Loyalty Award. Villafuerte, Shermaine Luis Reginaldo, magna cum laude. Zamora, Gian Angelo David. Zornosa, Tiara Beatriz Dionisio, magna cum laude, Loyalty Award. Bachelor of Arts in Fashion Design and Technology. Arante Micael Centillas, cum laude, Loyalty Award. Daswani Vishal Surendra Borja, cum laude, Loyalty Award. De La Rosa Rain Emmanuel Avillanosa, magna cum laude. Distor Elisha Mendoza. Esguera Dranuela Clarice Ursua, Loyalty Award. Henita Chris Caitlin Musni. Guerrero Tanya Margaret Naive, Loyalty Award. Lagco Beatriz Garcia, Loyalty Award. Lakian Ivan Hector Valdez, cum laude, Loyalty Award. Layugan Rene Luis Soscano, magna cum laude, Loyalty Award. Marasigan Hannah May Espinola, Loyalty Award. Obedoza Julian Ray Buwan, cum laude. Pagtakhan Juliana Ray Salazar, cum laude, Loyalty Award. Los Andre Nathaniel Balyatan, magna cum laude, Best Thesis for Fashion Design. Sonza Maria Gabriel Dominique Gerardo, cum laude, Loyalty Award. Bachelor of Arts in Film and Visual Effects. Avila Stephen Joshua. Baldovino Michael Mar Malate, cum laude, Best Thesis for Film and Visual Effects, Best Capstone Project, Loyalty Award. Bernal Martin Luther de la Cruz. Castro Aaron Alfonso Viado. Flores George Elbert Nato, cum laude. Gatinga Ariel Ramizes Lib, Loyalty Award. Laos Jacob Nicolo Luarca, cum laude, Loyalty Award. Manuel Rodrigo Rafael Zapanta, cum laude. Obile Francis Julian Egamino, cum laude, Loyalty Award. Sevilleja Hana Maria Victoria Balmaceda. Vides Joen Marwin Daguman, Loyalty Award. Bachelor of Arts in Music Production and Sound Design. Agbo John Lester Bokbok. Bakiran Daniel Maximo Ko. Budagan Miguel Paulo Borromeo, cum laude, Loyalty Award. Chua Micaela Nicole Tormon. Cruz Martin Liedo. Hua Carmila Luciel Abad, Loyalty Award. De la Rosa Diego Miguel Feliciano. Ikban Tristan Joash Ebio. Quintanar Chloe Nadine Carino, Loyalty Award. Palomo Hannah Beatriz Ador, Best Thesis for Music Production and Sound Design, Best Capstone Project. Pasco Miguel Antonio Masiren, Loyalty Award. Romy Nicolo Steven Mulfield, Loyalty Award. Ropeta John Carlos Merillos. Villones Dominic Angelo Luwalhati. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor in presenting to you the graduates of the class of 2025 from the School of Design and the Arts.
Congratulations, School of Design and the Arts, Batch 2025. Mr. Nikos L. Pasion, graduate for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer Science with specialization in Software Engineering, will now deliver the response on behalf of the graduates.
Hi, I'm Nikos. Before I start, let me just share my screen. Oh wait, we're actually in here, in person. Sorry, forced of habit from starting college online. I mean, having your freshman year taken away from you will do that, right? But all I can say is that finally, after 6 years, we are now here. Yes, 6 years. Today, graduates, we are not just graduating college. We are also getting the graduation ceremony that was taken from us in senior high school back in 2020. First and foremost, I feel tremendous pride and honor to be standing here in front of you today, even more so, delivering this speech that I've always hoped to give. To our chairman of the board and CEO, Dr. Vanessa Tanco, Board of Governor, Mr. Eusebio Tanco, Board of Governor and guest speaker, Justice Antonio Carpio, President and COO, Ms. Raquel Perez Huang, Head of Academic Affairs, Dr. Gian Alcantara, members of the Office of Student Affairs and Services, Ms. Anna, Sir Mark, Ms. Susie, Ms. Peach, Ms. Irish, and all the counselors who have been a huge part of this journey. Thank you for listening to the students' drama. Members of the administrators, Sir Toto, from Admin and Facilities, members of the Admissions Committee, Sir Clarence, to Ms. Tony, our internship coordinator, who's also like a second mom to me and to some of you. To my scholarship officers, Sir Matt and Sir Chen, and the Gokongwei Brothers Foundation, you have made a big difference in my life, and I'm truly grateful for all the opportunities that has opened up since. To all the deans, professors, alumni who paved the way, and of course, to my fellow graduates, congratulations, class of 2025! This moment exists because of a constellation of people who believed in us, who gave up pieces of their dreams so I could chase mine. To all the people who believed in us before we had anything to show up for it. I know I've rehearsed this part 100 times in my head, but I still can't find the way and all the words to express how thankful I am to the people who gave up pieces of their dreams so I could chase mine. Mama, Papa, Ate, Lance, they're over there. During my first day of classes, we drove all the way from our house in Tarlac at 4 a.m. just to make sure I wouldn't be late. And you waited the entire day until my classes are over so we could drive home together. 6 hours of driving for my 3 hours of classes. You did the same thing on my first day of internship, first day of work. I'm kind of scared that I might update my LinkedIn profile to works at wherever his parents can park and wait. But, that's who you are. No matter how far I went, you would always be there. Every gas receipt in your wallet was a love letter. Every toll gate you passed was you choosing me over convenience. and those are proof that I was worth any distance. This diploma has my name on it, but it was written with all your sacrifices. And no words will ever be enough, but I am forever grateful, and I love you wholeheartedly. Lola and Lolo, whose prayers are probably the reason why I'm here, who still doesn't know what software engineering is, but knows it matters because it matters to me. Uncles, aunties, and my cousins who's watching the live stream right now, hello guys, who are my very first best friends and my biggest fans. Thank you for every "I'm proud of you" message and every prayer that you sent my way. This moment is yours too. To all the parents, family members, guardians, mentors, friends who are here today, fellow graduates, let's give them a well-deserved applause. Those who are beyond life, we also carry you with us, and I hope we remember them today. I still remember the time when I received my acceptance letter, email, and I treated it like getting accepted into the most prestigious university in the whole multiverse. But it was like that for me. The truth is, I didn't apply to other universities. I was in high school when I found out that iACADEMY was the only one offering a software engineering major here in the Philippines. And since then, I've always dreamed of being here. So this feels like a full circle moment for me. One of the famous things about the class of 2025 is that we didn't have the long-awaited, amazing freshman year we have always dreamed of. We all had different experiences, good, some are bad. But for me, I had to wake up early in the morning and was forced to listen to my blockmates talk about Among Us. It was the worst. No offense. Actually, maybe a little bit, because mind you guys, those are my very first impression of you. So it took me 4 years to address this drama. Like some of you, I also moved out of my hometown to pursue my dreams. And I remember one time, my mom was visiting our dorm, just one of those random parent visits where they check if you're still alive, and, you know. I remember having a crash out back then, a canon event for all of us college students, just because everything was going so fast. But my mom was doing the things that mom do, you know, checking every corner, and then she opened the cabinet under the sink. We both froze. Let's just say that my mom was convinced that his son grew up to be a professional alcoholic drunk. I immediately stopped crying and I had to defend myself that it was my friends. But at that moment, I realized two things. First, I had already been making friends in a city I knew nothing about. Second, everyone's coping mechanism in college seems to involve Alfonso-lite. Those friends are here with us today. Christelle, my first ever groupmate, who somehow became my groupmate for everything straight in 4 years. In every class, in every seating arrangement, every attendance sheet, we were right beside each other by the grace of the alphabet. Ashana Athena, who said she would throw tomatoes at me if I didn't mention her, so that's why I'm doing this. Jerem, Jono, Sean, Nicole, Team ABC's, people of Halo Halo, to everyone who crossed paths with mine, thank you. Today, We will all leave iACADEMY, then go out into the world searching for what's next. And as I was writing this speech, I made a promise not to give any unsolicited advice. I don't like getting what to do. I don't like getting told what to do. My mom knows that. And I doubt many of you do either. So I'm not going to stand here and pretend that I have all the answers in the universe for you. Instead, I want to share just a few things I wish I had known in the past 4 years before reaching this moment. Unlike before, we had a structure to follow. 6 years of elementary, another 6 years of high school, and 4 years of undergrad. But what's next? Or a question we should ask ourselves, are we ever ready for what's next? The answer is, you won't. If you wait until you're ready, you will be waiting for the rest of your life. You're never going to be 100% ready, and it's never going to be the right time. But that's the point, because it means that every moment is also the right moment. Right now is as ready as we will ever be. And I would lie to you if I said that I was ready to go up here. I tried to convince myself I was, but now I'm trying not to crumble into pieces and my legs are shaking behind this podium. But that's okay, because I'm doing it anyway. And after all, that's the whole point. You do it scared, you show up anyway. You submitted that internship application with a resume you probably rewrote 50 times and still felt wasn't enough. But you got in anyway. Some of you might have confessed your feelings to someone without knowing if it would be reciprocated. Maybe it worked out, maybe it didn't, but you said the words anyway. You let yourself be vulnerable anyway. Some of you have changed and shifted courses even though everyone had opinions about it. But look at you now, here you are, graduating in the course you chose anyway. As for me, I took a major leadership role and led an organization called Compile before I felt ready. And that was one of the best decisions that changed the trajectory of my life. And that cascaded and multiplied the growth and the opportunities exponentially. To all the Compile members who are here, I share this with you, especially Denise Morelos, who humbles me with the effort she puts into her work. In Compile, she made Compile alive for 3 years, and everyone deserves to know your name. To all the student leaders from every organization, every passion projects, and every monthly DP blast on Facebook that kept us connected. I hope we keep doing what we're doing and bring our advocacies into the world for the people who need it. Because here's what leading taught us. The readiness came from doing, not from waiting. None of us were ready, but we did it all anyway. We learned by trying. Which is why I will forever be an advocate of trying. Start from nothing. Try to build your way up there. Never be ashamed of trying. I've learned early that people have somehow made trying seem desperate. Like wanting something badly is embarrassing. But here's what I learned. While everyone is waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect idea, the perfect version of themselves, life is happening. Opportunities are passing and time is moving. And there is no one more stressed than someone in their 20s who thinks that they are running out of time. Am I right? But the only difference between where you are and where you want to be is the willingness to start badly. You have to try things you're bad at to discover what you're good at. You have to try things you hate to recognize what you actually like, what you actually enjoy. And you have to start creating value in different ways to see where you actually make a difference. Now, I am in no way qualified to tell you how to find your purpose or your passion. I'm only 21 and I still use my student discount wherever possible. But I kind of know how passion works because it's literally in my name. So technically, I'm a subject matter expert for this. And just like everyone, at some point, I tried Googling how to find your passion, which, given my name, is like Googling yourself, but depressing. But I always bring a formula with me that I've learned during my college years. First, you have to discover what you're good at. Second, you have to do what you enjoy. And lastly, somewhere where you can create value for the world. Every failed project taught me what I didn't want. Every successful one taught me what wasn't enough. Every failed relationship, never mind, my entire family is watching and I don't want to have a conversation about this on the car ride home. All I'm saying is, every person you looked up to was once someone everybody doubted. And we already know that when you try, you'll make mistakes. And you're going to mess up and fail in a million ways, 100 times. You will embarrass yourself. You will be misunderstood. You will be wronged. Your good intentions will be twisted and your words taken out of context. Sometimes these mistakes happen privately, sometimes in front of everyone. And if you're really unlucky, you might end up on that scary and bad place called the IAC confessions page. To those of you who've been featured there, I'm sorry that happened to you. Your cringe has become our entertainment, and we thank you for your sacrifice. You walked so we could run away from making the same mistakes. But here's the uncomfortable truth. You will, at some point, say or do the wrong things too. You'll be the one who hurts someone without meaning to. You'll be the one who gets it wrong. But here's what shifted my perspective about mistakes. There is no shame in admitting that you were once speaking from a less informed place. Every mistake is just a version of you becoming more informed. I have a good friend who's here with us. Her name is Meredith. She said something to me this weekend that gave me a new perspective. It goes something like, we need friction in life to keep us grounded. When I asked her what her friction was, she said, YouTube ads. Which honestly is valid, because nothing keeps you grounded like a 15-second and skippable ad. As for me, my friction is imposter syndrome. And unfortunately, I don't have a cheat sheet with that. Sometimes, I lose perspective as well. But while everyone else is trying to get rid of it, I've made peace with mine. I realize that this friction keeps me humble. And for every little voice that says, "Are you sure you belong here?" I hope it pushes us to prove that every single day that we do. Every step you take, whether it ends in failure or success, comes with a great price. It means learning to live with the noise of other people's opinions. There are going to be people who will undermine your success. But if you just focus on your work and listen to voices that actually matter, you will be busy, too busy building to notice. And I hope you take it with grace and practice the art of accepting what you have no control over. Someone will always find one flaw in your 100 successes. Someone will remember the past version of you and quote something you said as if all of those years of growth have never happened. They'll bring up an old opinion you held before you knew better, before you experienced more, before life taught you new ones. And here's the hard truth. You cannot control what other people will have to say about you and the effort that you put into your work. Before internalizing it, what I had to learn is to ask myself, is this criticism going to positively impact my growth, improvement, or just merely to express their displeasure? If it's the latter, it's just white noise. By doing this, you learn how to filter what goes in and what goes out. And that is something that is in your control. You can control how you react, how you respond, and what you tolerate. Which is why the most important relationship you will ever have is with yourself. Spend time with yourself, because if you don't, you'll probably end up absorbing everybody else's definition of you. You need to decide what's best for you and not other people. There's this line that stays with me. It's by Fiona Apple. It goes like, remember that depth is the greatest of heights, and if you know where you stand, then you know where to land. And if you fall, it won't matter, because you'll know that you're right. Your mistakes do not define you. How you hold your hand through them does. How you land after you fall. How you know where you stand even when everybody else see you stumble. And when you finally know where you would stand, you'd probably think that uncertainty would disappear. It doesn't. If anything, it becomes more visible. We are standing here at the edge of the most unstructured part of our lives. Instead of looking at how far you still need to go, take a moment to feel gratitude for every step you have already taken. 4 years ago, we were all uncertain about online classes, whether we would survive them. But we did. We were uncertain about a lot of things, about making friends, but we did. We were uncertain about internships, projects, all those assessments, thesis, and whether you actually belong in here. Yet here you are. I know we're not everything we want to be yet, but we are already a lot of things we wanted to be 4 years ago. And that is worth celebrating for. So, I would like to propose a toast. Just imagine that I'm holding something. To the friends and teachers who became family, to all the mentors, to every mistake that taught us, every criticism that shaped us, every moment we weren't ready but showed up anyway. Congratulations, Class of 2025, or previously known as Future Game Changers. Here's to the games we haven't discovered yet. They are now yours to change. We are now signing off. Thank you. Thank you.
Beautifully said. Thank you so much, Mr. Nikos L. Bashon. All graduates, please stand for the declaration of the Alumni Pledge. Mr. Arben Jaime Espinoza, iACADEMY alumnus, will lead the graduates in the pledge.
Mic check. Okay. So, guys, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. On this solemn day, I state your name. As a member of the iACADEMY Alumni Association, do solemnly swear to conduct myself with integrity in all circumstances, to treat with dignity and respect all who share my life, to tirelessly strive for greater knowledge and skill, to enthusiastically share what I know with others, to use all that I have only to serve the greater good, that I may consistently abide by the core values of iACADEMY. Bring only honor to my alma mater, friends, and family. Truly serve my Lord, country, and community. So help me God. So congratulations and welcome to the iACADEMY Alumni Association.
Congratulations. Graduates, you may now be seated. Now, as a fitting tribute to the graduates, let's all take a look at their journey in iACADEMY through this reminiscent batch video.
Remember this moment in the back of my mind, the time we stood with our shaking hands, the crowds in stands went wild. We were the kings and the queens, and they read off our names. The night you danced like you knew our lives would never be the same. You held your head like a hero on a history book page. It was the end of a decade, but the start of an age. Long live the walls we crashed through, how the kingdom lights shine just for me and you. I was screaming, long live all the magic we made, and bring on all the pretenders. I'm not afraid. Long live all the mountains we moved. I had the time of my life, fighting dragons with you. I was screaming, long live that look on your face, and bring on all the pretenders. One day we will be remembered. Hold on to spinning around, confetti falls to the ground. May these memories take a moment, promise me this, that you'll stand by me forever. When they point to the pictures, please tell 'em my name.
let you go with a surge of that well-known sadness, and I have to sit down for a while. The feeling that I'm losing her forever, and without really entering her world, I'm glad whenever I can share her laughter, that funny little girl. Slipping through my fingers all the time, I try to capture every minute, the feeling in it, slipping through my fingers all the time. Do I really see what's in her mind? Each time I think I'm close to knowing, she keeps on growing, slipping through my fingers all the time. What happened to those wonderful adventures? The places I had planned for us to go. Some of them we did, but most we didn't. And why, I just don't know. Sometimes I wish that I could freeze the picture and save it from the funny tricks of time, slipping through my fingers.
Now, as one community, proud of the success of our new graduates, may we request everyone to please rise as we sing in one voice the iACADEMY hymn.
Game changers!
What's up, game changers? Come on!
Let's sing our hymn for the last time!
All my hands up!
With pride I said I am from iACADEMY. My torch and my guide, she lights my future brightly.
I believe in iACADEMY's ideas, visions and to mold me to the best that I can be.
You gave me strength and wealth of knowledge, you're my second home. I pay thee homage and we fly right to the world proclaim my iACADEMY.
Hands up!
With pride I say I am from iACADEMY. My torch and my guide, she lights my future brightly.
I believe in iACADEMY's ideas, with visions set to mold to the best that I can be.
You gave me strength and wealth of your knowledge, you're my second home. I pay thee homage and with pride I to the world proclaim my iACADEMY.
As I move along, the changing the seasons, one thing will remain. I will bear your wisdom.
And with pride I to the world proclaim.
With pride I to the world proclaim.
contribution of everyone in making iACADEMY's 20th commencement exercises a massive success. Our sincerest appreciation to our guest speaker, Honorable Justice Antonio T. Carbio, to our Board of Governor, Mr. Eusebio H. Tanco, to our Chairman and CEO, Dr. Vanessa L. Tanco, to our President and Chief Operating Officer, Ms. Raquel Perez Wong, to our Management Committee, academic heads, faculty members, the non-teaching staff, and the Graduation Committee. To our guests, parents, and especially to our graduates, let's all give them a warm round of applause. Thank you for attending the 20th commencement exercises of iACADEMY. Class of 2025, go forth and make your alma mater proud.